If I think about when I go back to when I was 16 and my first boyfriend, like I was a very romantic girl thinking, you know what, I'm gonna wait for X amount of months and before I'm gonna let him into this, because this is special, we have to be romantic about it. But when it didn't happen, I at that point was like, oh, doors are shut. Like, I don't know what's going on. But I didn't actually think about it. I didn't let myself think about it much because I thought, I didn't really know what sex would be. We could have pleasure in all kinds of different ways. So it took me, I think, until I was 24, so from 16 to 24. And in that meantime, I was dating just general. And I've had so much luck with amazing men around me who had patience and who were like, oh, okay, this is not working. What's going on? But the conversation became more difficult. So there was like, what's going on? What's wrong? This shouldn't be happening, blah, 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 blah. And when I went to my GP, I don't think he knew what was going on either. So he didn't send me to a sex therapist. And I only had a really short session with a sex therapist because at that point I was very much in love. So I really skipped into the room being like, hi, yeah, I want to have sex with this guy. But I don't know what's going on. Like, this has been going on for ages, but now it's time for me to address whatever this is because I don't know. Because, excuse me, guys, thinking about like bringing in tampons and everything was semi-okay. But hey, what did I know? So she sent me then to a physiotherapist, which was to do with more on how do you call it? Like a physiotherapist who's specialized in the vagina or in actually the pelvic area. And that's where I started to learn. And at that point as well with the boyfriend that I had, he was really patient. So we made a bit of a game out of it of how is this, like, can we penetrate or are you more relaxed? And it was really more about the muscles that I was using. So at that point, my conversation changed with him because our relationship wasn't just, like, it was love, but it was like something else. It was also communication and like being able to talk about what's going on for us both and how he experienced it, where the years before, it was very much guilt, very much insecurities. Like I remember someone who I'm really good friends with now, I knocked his confidence. Like he thought there was something wrong with him. Yeah. He thought that he wasn't safe or that I wasn't safe with him. So because, sex is normal. Girls should be like, woo. And if the only reason why girls can't receive is when they don't feel safe. That was the thought. So like I think with that partner at the time, that's when I really started communicating and more experiencing it and enjoying it. But I didn't have sex with him in the traditional way because I couldn't control my muscles at that time. Only later, I think now in my 30s, I'm now 38. Yeah, let me think. Yeah, so early 30s, that's when I actually started to experience sex the way that people normally, I quote, normally experience sex, where, so it's a lot. But yeah, so for me now, if I think about the future, because I'm single at the moment, but if I think about future-wise, like the communication is very important and not to shy away from, oh, what's going on or what's wrong. And I think even for men, because right now you see big banners of like, Ed, is it Jennifer, like, bye Ed, or something like that. I think even for men, like, I can only imagine, like, because I became smaller. Like, I started saying, like, there's something wrong. Like, am I ever going to have a normal relationship? So my mental health was going, like, down at that time, And
I feel like my temperature's honestly gone off the charts, even just hearing you talk. It's like a new